Hi, I'm Alex, and today I'm going to share my application of the health belief model to my learning of this week's lesson. The health belief model construct I'm focusing on is called perceived benefits. In the context of the From Discord to Harmony, harnessing the power of active listening lesson. Perceived benefits refers to appreciating the possible positive outcomes of active listening, such as improved understanding, stronger relationships, and more effective conflict resolution and problem solving. This activity requires me to recall a time when I felt truly heard by someone, and also to consider how my own active listening can foster better communication in my life. The first reflection question is: how did another person's actively listening to you make you feel during the conversation, and how did it affect your willingness to share openly? So I'll just give an example, really with early on a few years ago when I was really not in the best mood, and I wasn't feeling the greatest in terms of my academic career and like my personal life. I had met my partner at the time, and he really was listening to my story, listening to my own history and my personal background. And that's when I really felt that like someone was really actively listening to me, and he created a sense of validation and respect for the both of us in terms of talking about our own stories, and sharing too as well. And I felt more comfortable expressing my own thoughts and emotions, and I knew that the other person genuinely was engaged. I knew that he was obviously engaged and wanting to learn more about me, and this openness between us to share and communicate our own feelings with each other really showed empathy, and also using statements as well to talk about how we felt and how our dynamics or like situations in our relationship really helped us lead to being more open, and also having deeper, more meaningful conversations that can help us have better communication in the future. The second reflection question is, what impact did being truly heard have on your relationship with that person, both immediately and over time? Well, I mean, we're still together, but I really felt like he really truly hearing me out was a really important thing that enhanced our relationship. And, in the long term, really, it really just now helps us to communicate better with each other, to help us use I statements and also express empathy with each other, and also check in with each other at times, especially now that we're like in grad school, both of us. Sometimes it's really hard for us to, feel like, available at times, but we express that with each other, that communicate like, hey, sometimes we just can't be for each other. We can't just communicate with each other sometimes because we're stressed or overwhelmed. So we take some space for each other, and we always check in, be patient as well, and also, empathize with each other in order to feel like, that we have effective communication. And immediately, I felt like, it fostered, when we were first talking with each other, it fostered trust and connection between us. And it made me feel like our relationship was getting closer. So now, we have a mutual respect and understanding that leads us now to like a more resilient relationship where we can communicate with each other, check in with each other, empathize with each other, since we're both in grad school now, and it helps both of us feel valued and understood. And now the third reflection, how did active listening contribute to the resolving any issues or finding common ground more effectively during the conversation? Really just when we were, we have moments when we're burnt out, really, we always again try to just communicate with each other how we're doing, at least check in with one another, and then also just provide empathy as well in the future. So thanks for joining me as I model this process, and good luck with your reflections.